Cat, I've been yapping here for 8 minutes and you couldn't hear me? What's up? Oopsies. I might be a little idiot. But yes, chat, welcome. I was yapping for 8 minutes and you couldn't hear me at all. Please. I mean, to be fair, at least I found it before like an hour had passed, right? But yeah, no, I wanted to spend a stream where I just hang out with chat. We don't do anything crazy. Um, Coalescence has been released. It is on VGen. It is coming to itch. When I remember to upload it. Um, so it will be on both platforms. And I guess I could just upload it now. It is 99% off. Oh, this is the guy that I keep seeing on. Nope. Huh. He's got a bunch of fonts. What's the license? Hmm. This is interesting. I don't even know if I'd be able to use these fonts because the thing is, it says you have to pay the suggested price for the for commercial use, but it's on a 99% off sale, which means that the suggested price is about 10 cents. Does that mean that I'm allowed to use it or not allowed to use it? Hmm. Eyelash in my fucking me. All right. A list of games I wanted to play in crowd control. And of course I picked up every list except for the one that I needed. There it is. Okay. So I have a list of games I want to play in crowd control. And I am thinking about buying Game Pass for 1 month. More specifically, buying the premium tier of Game Pass for 14 days because it cost me $1. And then I will promptly cancel and never use it again. So I'm building a list of games that I would need to get through. So for crowd control, which is going to be the same type of deal, I'm going to buy crowd control for 1 month and then never again. Kind of expensive. Um, I'm just making lists of these. Hmm. As I go down the list and transcribe all of these, it is pretty funny to me that in Minecraft, the most terrifying enemy you could summon is not the Ender Dragon, not the Wither. It is a regular skeleton. Legitimately the most terrifying enemy in the game. Actually, Zombie Horse is kind of up there too, actually. You usually don't win that. I forgot to send out the notification. Just realized. I was like, it is kind of weird for nobody to have popped in by now. Usually we have people redeeming first in the first minute. So I think maybe the notification is more useful than I thought. Please. The prediction deleter didn't work. It's interesting. Okay. Have all of the games transcribed. Notably, I don't actually own Repo, and it is on the list. So I might need to buy Repo. How much is Repo? 649. Hmm. That's strange. Repo has a 6-player limit. Usually 4. Why is it usually 4? Isn't that strange? There's like an arbitrary 4-player limit on nearly every game. I mean, Peak works with any number of players. Well, as long as your internet can handle it. Isn't it strange that they limit you? All right. So another thing I wanted to look at was Game Pass. I have the Game Pass website open. I was looking at it earlier and I was very disappointed with what I saw. Primarily because Game Pass includes many free games to inflate the numbers. So their offering isn't even good to begin with. But the plan is that perhaps we purchase Game Pass for like 1 or 2 weeks and try to speedrun all of the games in it. Well, maybe not all of the games. There are still many of them, but a lot of them. There are 408, and many of them don't actually have endings. I don't think Microsoft Mahjong has an ending. Could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe the ending is the friends we made along the way. Um, Here is the Game Pass website, filtered to PC games because I do not own an Xbox. So I want to go through all of these games. There are a lot of them. There are 408. I want to go through all of them and see what games I actually want to play from the thing, excluding games I already own. So, Game Pass. Let's see. I think I have. Do I have Spacer's Choice Edition? I actually don't know. Um, Hold on. I might have it on Epic. I do have it on Epic. Let's see. Oh, that's right. They changed the game to include Roller Coaster Tycoon. I do have Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice. Okay. Allow me to very quickly obtain Roller Coaster Tycoon. Game looks like um Nope. Old arcade style game. Anyway. All right. Let's take Roller Coaster 3 Tycoon. I apparently already have it. Um, Void Rod. I don't have that. Okay. We could play My Friend Peppa Pig. I don't actually think that there's gonna be $39.99. What? It's fucking Peppa Pig. Who's paying $40 for Peppa Pig? There's no way, right? Nobody's buying this? That is there's a complete edition? I mean, we gotta see it. Save $9 with Ultimate. What? I have to pay $36 to get Peppa Pig Complete Edition? Oh, my clip button is the simple reader button. That's awkward. Alright, well, we're not playing Peppa Pig. 33 Immortals. I've seen a couple things about this game. This content is locked. What? Is it? What do you mean this content is locked? How am I supposed to tell if I want to buy it if you can't look at it? Why is it locked? Why is okay? Well, I guess we're not putting it on the list. If it won't tell me what the game is, then we're just gonna ignore it. Let's see. Valorant is on the Game Pass. You know, the thing that you have to pay for. The game that's free. Cinema. I think I actually don't have a license to No Man's Sky. Quickly check. Um, no, I don't have No Man's Sky. We could put it on there. I played it like 3 years ago, like once. So I don't know if it's any good. Diablo 4 is one I actually do want to play. I don't think we're gonna be able to finish it in 2 weeks. House Flipper is a good one. Farming Simulator 25. See, that's funny because I have Farming Simulator 15. Oh no, I have Farming Simulator 2013. I have one that's a decade older. I actually don't own Silk Song, I don't think. A Silk Song was on there. Pretty sure this game is free. Um, casting of Frank Stone from the world of Dead by Daylight. Huh? I could play Skyrim. No, that's already on the list. I could play Deathloop. I've seen the speed run. Let's see. Little Kitty Big City. That is getting added. I don't even know what it's about. Presumably a cat. Microsoft Solitaire Collection made Game Pass. That's crazy. Another free game. Hmm. I do want to play Nino Kuni as well. The last time I saw Nino Kuni was somebody playing it like I want to say like a decade ago. So interesting. Glad Nino Kuni too. Play Goat Simulator 3. Bunch of Blizzard games. I actually don't have Hades too. Play that too. Although I am starting to realize that we are running out of um time if I'm playing all of these games. I've never actually played Minecraft Legends. I don't even think the game is still being developed. I haven't heard anything about it for so long. Expedition 33 can add lots of threes. Power Wash Simulator, sure. Clover Pit. Could play Oblivion Remastered. Nah. We could play Microsoft Bubble. That was just a bunch of Bethesda games. Wait, what the hell is Halo Spartan Assault? Never seen this. Content is locked. Useless. New Super Lucky's Tale. Wait, this is a different Halo Spartan Strike. One that I actually want to play a lot. Nine Souls. We would have to like finish it in like one day though, if we have this many games. So the thing is, my plan is to buy the premium tier of Game Pass by paying the $1 and doing the 14-day trial. We have a couple games to get through. We could play the original Super Lucky Seals. So we have a playlist of how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in 14 days. So that is too many. Although to be fair, a lot of these are not going to be, multi-day experiences. I do want to do a quick check to make sure I don't actually have any of these. I don't think I have Diablo 4. I don't think I have House Flipper. I have Hollow Knight Silksong. I will check for Silksong as well. Okay. Don't have Deathloop. Don't think I have Little Kitty Big City. No Ni no Kuni. Goat Simulator. I only have the default one. The first one. Hades. I don't have two. Minecraft Legends isn't on Steam. Don't have Expedition 33 or Power Wash Simulator. Clover Pit. New suit. Here, we'll look up Super. No. Hey, Reaper. I don't have 9 souls. Okay. We're currently checking out Game Pass to see what kind of great games that are definitely not already free are on Game Pass. But we can add Minecraft Dungeons to the list. I'll be completely honest. When I saw Minecraft Legends, I thought of Minecraft Dungeons, and I don't know what Minecraft Legends is. So, that's awkward. I'm just quickly going through and making sure I don't have any of these games. I didn't think that would happen. Nope. 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 Okay. Never heard of MC Legends? Yeah, I haven't either. It's almost impressive how bad the advertisement is that I've never heard of it. The new action strategy game. It's from 2023. Even the website does a shit job of telling me what it is. Wait, it is on Steam. What? It was only on the Minecraft launcher. The game has really bad reviews. It's $40? Not anymore. Yeah. People are saying that the game is boring, which probably checks. Alright, I'm removing it from the list. This game looks like shit. From the gameplay I saw, it looked uninspired at best. Um, let's see. I don't have any of these games. I do want to check the Steam sale to see if there's anything good on it. I already did take a look at it earlier, but I didn't actually look super far into it. I unfortunately can't show you me looking at it because Steam has this wonderful tendency to put very explicit games just on the front page. So I can't show you these things. Interestingly enough, Mecha Chameleon has made it on the front page despite not being on sale. Although to be fair, the game released like 2 weeks ago and has already sold 7 million copies. So they're doing pretty good. Game one is on sale and get my tip payout tomorrow. Nice. What game are you trying to get? Dota 2 was in the global top sellers. Do people still play Dota? Wait, the game is still being updated? Why? Who's playing Dota? Wanted to try Guilty Gear Strive? Oh, nice. Grove outlived Destiny 2? Damn, that's crazy. Forza Horizon 6 isn't on sale. Crazy. Borderlands 4 is on sale, but I didn't even know that. Yeah, Hydra. Why does it say that Borderlands 4 is $110 normally? Huh? The result it says in the listings. It says Borderlands 4 doesn't mention it's a bundle. But it is a bundle. It's a bundle of Borderlands 4 and 3, which is actually cheaper than buying Borderlands 4 alone, which is strange. I don't understand Steam sometimes. You can buy RuneScape. Who the fuck is paying for RuneScape? Honestly, just kind of surprised Jagex still does anything. Kind of like my eighth different antidepressant. Damn. If I was on antidepressants, I fear I would become too powerful. Elden Ring isn't on sale, which is kind of crazy. The game released 4 years ago. They're still going for $60 on it. Hmm. I'm convinced that a bunch of these games, like, they just forgot to put it on sale. If I had the power to focus on one thing and think of stuff I wanted to do, I'd be so powerful. Literally me. Like, if I were able to focus, I would get so much shit done that I would be unrecognizable. Is the screen supposed to be static? Yes. I'm looking at Steam right now, and I can't show you that because they put hentai games on stream or on Steam. And if I show it on stream, I'll get banned. 30 best streams. Yes. Congratulations on your 30 streak. I mean, me and Mike were looking at Steam, and there was some diabolical shit we found. We found an MMO that we'll say is adult. I can't get into details because I'll get banned from both Twitch and YouTube. Um, but it was certainly one of the games of all time. They put Maple Story on the Steam store. Did they finally release Maple Story 2? I never actually looked. No. What? If I had to choose a favorite model, what would it be? That's a difficult one. A lot of people like Gremlin. Hmm. It is a difficult question. I feel like Alada is closest to me. It's not changing. What? How did I fix that? Oh, you know what it is? I have to re-authenticate Coalescence, don't I? No, I don't. What? Oh, model change isn't loaded. That's fine. I'll just do it myself. I feel like Alada is closest to me. So we're both just insane scientists. It's just that I have a degree in computer science, and there's not a university in ESRL, so she doesn't have one. Um, I need to rebuild Coalescence to have model change enabled. One sec. I'm a demon baddie. I mean, I would not be adverse to being a demon baddie. Don't get me wrong, but unfortunately, no. Gonna go get a snack. Oh well. What are you gonna get? You have to let us know. You have to bring some for me. All right, let me rebuild Coalescence to include model change. I was rebuilding for release today, so I did not have everything enabled. This model change is not, uh, it's not part of the base install. Mainly because most people probably don't need this the ability to change models. All right, model change should be working now. Um, but yeah, what do you get, Reaper? Got spicy chips. Nice. Hmm. I'll stream tomorrow. I'll actually play Scoop in Hell, I promise. Will you? Will you just play it or will you beat it? The high level when you mean beat it. Look, you've played a ton of it. Reaper's Geometry Dash. Scoop in Hell is one of the levels that Hydra has been procrastinating his completion. Or wait, Hydra, do you use they them? I can't remember. I'm so bad at remembering. I'm fake as shit. Yeah, you do. Okay. I always go to Discord to check. So bad at remembering. Maybe one day people will call me cat and owl. It would be so awkward. Please don't. I mean, I can barely remember what day it is most of the time. It's funny. My dad called me today and he was like, "I'm so sorry, I forgot about your birthday." And I'm like, "Well, fun fact, it's not my birthday yet." You were criticizing those with fake pronouns and you put mine as cat. You put yours as cat owl. Yes, but I look. That is a funny thing, not a genuine thing. My dad doesn't even remember how old I am. Damn. See, the funny thing is, I don't know how old you are either. Not because I don't actually know, but I don't know if the "it's your birthday" thing was a bit or not. So I don't know. No, honestly, there's not a whole lot that I want in this Team Summer Sale. It's strange that Night Rain is on sale, but the base game isn't. It's also fun because it shows me games I already own and says, "Hey, you can buy these." Like, no, got the game you wanted. What was that? Kingfish. Since you recently played Gemcraft Frostborn Wrath, these games could not be anywhere further apart. I can buy Krita, a free app on Steam. You already forgot? Oh, I thought. Sorry, I did not forget. 3 brain cells are struggling right now. There's a game named OK Boomer. It'd be like that. You have at least 4. Um, one of them is on strike. Is the problem? I kind of want to play Forza Horizon 6, just because Mike has made insane liveries, and it would be fun to use them. But it's so expensive. It's $70. I was gonna ask about a head pat redeem, but I don't know how that would work. So you're not the first to ask about head pats. Here is my issue with head pats. Makes it sound like I hate head pats. It's not quite true, but the problem is I have like fucking 30 models, and head pats would have to be done manually on every single one of them individually. And I have 3D models as well. I mean, I could just put a generic head pat GIF somewhere around the top center of the model lay, which might work. But it wouldn't make sense for 3D models. I mean, I guess it might work. Maybe we finally do the one thing that Romeo has been asking for like 18 months. We're gonna have to call Romeo out of hibernation and go to the pet generator. There's a generic GIF you can download. The template. Let's try this. Let's see how this goes. Because theoretically, there's not a reason I can't do the generic one. Plan is we do this. We go to studio mode, we go to the models layer. We drag this bad boy in here. We make it slightly larger. All right. I think it would also be difficult. Yeah, I mean, the major problem here is that if I'm not centered on screen, it won't remain correct. And if I'm 3D, it won't work either. But now that every model generally ends somewhere or has the head somewhere in the top middle because we've got the automatic scaling, it might be feasible. So the idea is that we rename this to something like pet. We make it invisible. And then we make a coalescence control surface node under redeems called pet, which is a pet redeem. Or we'll just name it pet. That's fine. Then we hit or change script to CS redeem. Actually, there isn't one. So we'll change it to CS model recolor, which is the de facto redeem. So we will do if executing node is pet. Then what we'll do is set input enable of pet to true for 3 seconds. Then set input enable of pet to false. Now we create a new channel points, new custom reward, name pet, price 15 EP. And now, theoretically, you can pet. Perfect. Oh, I also just realized I have another model too. I just saw this image you've sent me, Reaper. It scares you? What, you don't like the pet emote? I mean, I could just replace my entire model with an emote of somebody being pet. Imagine this. You're just enjoying your regularly scheduled, I mean, that's a joke, we never schedule, and then bang, I become one of these. No gremlin, just Alita getting pet. Hydrate. We get another cat. Hmm. I'll consider it. You've been good. No, you haven't. You've been scamming me of all of the model changes. You use the command. You haven't been good at all. Chat, remember to keep your VTubers hydrated. Yes. I wonder what some of the most discounted games on Steam right now are. Let's see. SteamDB.info. Sales. By chain. Oh, okay. So there's a game called Tell Me Why, which is 100% off. It was released 6 years ago. Only the first chapter is free. Wait. It might be free? I don't actually know. It is unclear if chapter 2 and 3 are free. Try to be good, sorry. I mean, you just gotta not scam. Eats was the biggest waste of money. Eats was free. It was free, but now one of my viewers says even in other tests when I'm there to play Eats. Damn. I'm on your second monitor. I have claimed the second monitor. I should probably go away from the main view. If I'm that's not the right one. If I'm not planning on I can't do that when I focus on the other computer. Um but yeah, we've already gone through Game Pass. Hmm. You've been on my second monitor while I play Terraria. Ah. Are you playing modded or vanilla? modded. Have you got any crazy mods? Ah, hmm. I think Bloodstained is only $4. Sonic Mania is only $2. I don't actually have Sonic Mania. Let's start by price. Here, let's do this. Let's do discount percentage with no restrictions on the amount of reviews. Play Infernum and Fargo Souls. I mean, when I was playing with all of them. Every large content mod I installed at once. And the problem is the game was running so poorly that I got a migraine every time I played. Which, I mean, to be fair, is that makes sense more than anything, really. Yeah. I don't know why this is taking so long to resolve. The the search I did is taking forever to resolve. All right, let's do this. Price up to $5. Reviews none. The idea is that maybe this will make less products match the filters and SteamDB will answer more quickly. All right. SteamDB is still answering slowly, so we're going to set the maximum price to $3. Still 27,000 games match my filters. That's crazy. Even Geometry Dash is on sale. $249 now. Oh dear. I can play Brain Rot online. Let's search by the worst rating. I literally can't. Why? Why? Why is there a game called Sakuya Izayoi gives you advice and dabs? It is marked as psychological horror. They want me to use their browser extension. Hmm. Wait, I have 208 packages that can't be activated in the United States in my thing. Free access Russian Ubisoft activation. That makes sense. Um, uh, hmm. Basically a list of free games on Steam. There are more than I expected. There are quite a lot actually. There are 18,272 free games on Steam. I'm a little curious. I want to see why. Why? Does that include demos? I have demos excluded. There's a bunch of free soundtracks. I'm a little curious to see if I can load these even though I don't have the base game. Soundtrack is free, doesn't include the base game, and you're able to just do that anyway. Oh, well, music generated by AI, that explains a lot actually. That's no fun. Anyway, back to the sales list. Yep, that sounds about right. What? Hmm. There are some games on Steam that are just crazy. It's a game called Beanie, Beeny, which it it just looks very strange. It would be a little funny to buy a bunch of really cheap games and then play them as part of like a game discovery thing. But some of these games, what are these games? Wait, I have to see. Oh, never mind. Let's just we'll search by discount percentage. As always, lowest price is the exact same kind of shithole it usually is. So that hasn't changed. Hmm. All of these games are like really trash. Oh wait, we can search by lowest rating now. I want to have at least one review that it won't show me any ones that don't have any ratings. And I want to find the worst rated game on Steam. Okay. Wait, what? That's crazy. The lowest rated game is a game called The First Thrust of God, um, which is created by a guy who seems to be. Oh, wait. Many of the games I've seen in the lists are all by the same guy. Interesting. So, this developer, who's currently named Sunyu, um, is notorious for revoking licenses to games. And he's also changed all of his games to be $60, minus 95% to be $3. So it looks like his play is to just uh revoke people's licenses once they buy it. Yeah. Honestly, this is the kind of person that I think piracy is just the only answer. Even if you purchase the game, he's gonna revoke your license anyway, so just pirate it. He doesn't deserve the money anyway. Only Up is one of the lowest rated games of all time. Oh, interesting. The issue here is that this isn't Only Up. This is another company that remade Only Up after it got delisted from the Steam store. So this is an imposter of Only Up. Interesting. Here's a game called Supermarket Simulator Pro with an atrocious rating. Is it made by the same company that made Supermarket Simulator? Um, Curiously enough, they released 4 games on the same day. And then they released 6 games on the same day. And then they released 5 games on the same day. Nope, that's 6. So in the span of a week, they released 20 games. Okay. Let's look up Supermarket Simulator. So it's not the same company. So it's another company trying to impose as Supermarket Simulator. So it looks like a lot of impersonation is in the low tier of Steam here. there's a lot of H games here, and I'm a little curious as to what they could have possibly done to get an atrocious review. Even the Gooners didn't like it. I'm gonna look. I need to see what these reviews are like. Okay, well I can already see what the problem is here. Let's see. 8 user reviews. A broken piece of shit. It was too large for a 4K screen and wouldn't resize. Yeah. And my PC's icons haven't been the same since I launched this crap game. All right, the only other one I have a decent chance of being able to of read is the Japanese one. The rest of the reviews are not in English. Interestingly enough, every single one of the other reviews except for one is in an Asian language. And then there's one in Spanish, which says that the game is horrible to play and that the images are animated poorly. Let's see. Huh? Right, we might have to cheat. Translate selection. What is this guy saying? Damn, they're saying that even for 60 yen, this game is trash. Cinema. Gooners have high standards, yeah. Let's do an interesting thing here. So currently my minimum reviews is set to 1. I'm going to change it to the lowest rated game with at least 1,000 reviews. Which happens to be Space Base DF9 with an atrocious review score of 16% positive reviews across 2,869 reviews. The game released in 2014 and was last updated 130 months ago in October 7th, 2015. Let's see what these reviews are like. It's broken, unfinished, abandoned, and should be delisted. Oh dear. So people say that the game is unfinished, atrocious, and should be delisted, and that there's a public apology in the in the discussion board for the game. So you better bet your left nut I'm going to go try to find that. View discussions. Hmm. Yeah, no. It's they essentially just said we ran out of money. People are not happy, as they shouldn't be. Unplagued has a 33%. I have seen Astral Spiff play this game. I wonder how many of the reviews are going to be plinkers. Find out. The game was updated after release, 3 days after release, and never again. So, you can't say they didn't try. Mm. Most of the people who left reviews got it for free and still didn't recommend it. And to be fair, the game was made in probably 30 minutes. All right, I wonder what the best reviewed game is. Euro Truck Simulator 2. ETS is the number one rated game on Steam with a higher than 50% current discount, greater than 1,000 reviews, less than $5. An honorable reviewer does not change the opinion of their review based on the price they got it for. Um, Sales are a consideration. The best rated game on Steam without a limitation on price is Vampire Survivors, actually. They 97.21%. I don't know. VS just doesn't look interesting to me. The Henry Stickmin collection is number 3. Deltarune is number 4. Wallpaper Engine is number 2. Pizza Tower is number 8. Actually, ETS 2 comes in at 10th overall. Oh wait, I'm hiding owned games. Uh, ETS is 11th. Terraria is 7th. Oh, nope. I had Hidden Family on 2. All of those are wrong. The highest rated game is Portal 2, followed by Stardew Valley, then Portal, then Vampire Survivors, Wallpaper Engine, Hades, Henry Stickmin Collection, Deltarune, Left 4 Dead 2, Half-Life Alyx, Schedule 1, Short Hike, RimWorld, Terraria, Slime Rancher, Pizza Tower, Balatro, and then ETS 2. One Shot is also really high up there. Why is Papa's Freezeria Deluxe like 20th? Hmm. White knuckle is pretty high up there too. That could also be Linkers, because Astral Spiff also played that. Alright, I need to look this. I need to know if these oh, wow. Interesting. I never actually noticed this until now, but the Epic Battle Fantasy, like, um, we'll say promotional font is literally the Super Mario 64 font. It's the Mario font. I didn't realize that until just now. The hello elephant. Also, this game is really old. Epic Battle Fantasy 5 was in 2018. Why is Placid Plastic Duck Simulator in the highest echelon of rating percentage? Steam. I'm going through Steam TV at the moment. Wait, we can change it to AO. Hold on. Have to see if there's anything good in here. What's the most wild? Two of the most discounted games in the AO category have Hitler in the title. Why are these so weird? Been hyper fixated on Crimson Desert. How is it? I was going to buy Crimson Desert, but I had issues with Black Desert, and essentially Pearl Abyss told me tough shit. We're not supporting Windows 11, so I've never trusted Pearl Abyss again. Is Crimson Desert another MMO or is it single player? It is single player. I see. I'm sure it's great, but let's see. They apparently used AI. I don't need any more games. Honestly, that's probably true for me too. Um, I have a lot of games. I could play a new game every week, and I would probably die before getting through my library. Fair enough. Yeah, the game is $70, so I probably won't buy it. I'd probably just spend that money on Ion too. Realistically, I could just play GD for the rest of my life. I don't know how you have the patience to just play GD. GD is another one of the games I just don't think I would play. It just doesn't look fun. Sorry, what? Why did I get a bunch of games? Wait, what? How did I run? I guess I got this from the I guess I got this from the claim scripts. Apparently custom fortress is a thing that I have now. Wild. I'm like watching to see if anybody buys Coalescence. Want to make sure that if they have concerns, they can reach me. Coalescence is released after all. You get really good at GD, it's just too satisfying to stop. Yeah. I will say one of the things that Pearl Abyss did really well. I keep thinking about Black Desert and Crimson Desert. One of the things they did really well is the game looks really good. It doesn't play all that well. Probably because there's just a billion things. A bunch of what's the term when like there's a narrative term when a character is so incredibly powerful that they just instantly kill anything that they come across. But I don't know what the actual term is. It's not fly swatting. I don't know what it is. It might be fly swatting actually. I don't know. Crimson Desert plays pretty decently. Huh. Yeah, I mean I think probably Black Desert um that's fair. I think it was used for like background paintings. I mean, yeah, but if they have an art team, and I know that they've made a shit ton of money from Black Desert, they have an art team. You think that they would be able to do that, right? Um, I mean, shit. Pearl Abyss is not a small company. Wait, what? Wait, they own Pearl Abyss owns the developer of Eve Online. Huh? Hope GTA 6 is made entirely with AI. I mean, it probably was. Let's be real. But what I was gonna say is that I think that the main reason that Black Desert plays weirdly is that they have to have enough enemies that multiple people can use the same field. They did rectify the AI usage. Mm, with how increasing game studios are of actually just shipping AI shit in their games, I just doubt it. Especially since Pearl Abyss is AAA. It's kind of crazy though that if Pearl Abyss is AAA and they weren't able to support Windows 11 on Black Desert, that's pretty crazy. To be fair, Windows 11 is terrible. Everybody has said that, but I've yet to see an actual reason. I think it I think if I'm being honest, I think it's just the generic, oh, Windows updated, we hate the update. The same thing for Vista. Literally what they did for Vista is they redid the UI and called it Windows 7 and it's widely considered to be one of the greatest operating systems of all time. All they did was reskin Vista. Windows 10 to Windows 11 is almost nothing of an update. All they did was try to shove Copilot slightly harder, but if you know where to press the buttons, Copilot disappears. I don't have Copilot on this computer, and it's a relatively new Windows 11 install. Other than that, it's still the same base Windows 10. Because that's the thing about Windows, it never changes. Everything is still built on DOS anyway. If you open any program in a notepad editor or in Notepad, it will just it'll say this program cannot be run in DOS mode because every program there's still everything is built on DOS. I will create the best operating system. You are in incredible competition. We do have somebody making Among Us, so that's pretty rough. Among Us. You know, as much as I dog on Linux, I do think that it is very important to keep Microsoft in check because when people are able to cleanly just move over to Linux, it means Microsoft actually has to be good about their offering because people will leave. It is actually one of the reasons that Insanity Engine is built in such a way that it can be easily decoupled from an operating system. That if it can be done in both Windows and Linux, then I can leave Windows immediately, really. The only problem is that all of the graphics code is DirectX. And I tried to do OpenGL, but OpenGL is kind of ass. Pretty ass. I can use the 300 libraries that you're supposed to use. Problem with that is that Insanity Engine is a low dependency system. Causes issues. To load 300 dependencies. But yeah, I think if they literally took all of the Windows code, got rid of it, and created a new operating system, which we might call Windows 2, um, they could do a lot of but part of the problem is they can't change anything. I only support Elephant OS from now on. Yeah. Wonder what would happen if Microsoft just made a new one. Abandoned Windows, made like doors. How much could they improve the operating system if they had a clean base? Honestly, I might just not buy anything this sale. Hmm. By Risk of Rain 2, yes, it's good. Is it fun if you have no friends? Um, it's passable if you have no friends, but I have Risk of Rain 2, so I'll play with you. Hmm. Good. That is the correct answer. I could get Thief Simulator VR. That could be a fun game to play. The reviews aren't great, but I mean, fuck it, right? Mm. There's only 38 games with VR support. Okay, I didn't have the right tags. It has to be set to VR only. It's still not many. There's only 83. Oh dear. Oh no. There's the Elven game, we'll say. They updated it for 1 day after release and then fucking abandoned it. Have I lossless scaling? I don't know if it's any good or not. This game is 91% off. What are the reviews like? They said I bought this for $3 on sale and I way overpaid. Cinema. Somebody uses lossless scaling on all their YouTube videos before they watch them. That's certainly one of the things you can do. VR ping pong. All right. We're gonna get some VR games because I don't have very many. I literally have Zero Caliber and nothing else. Why are all of the VR games abandonware? This was updated 9 days before release and then never again. Oh, there's 1400. Oh, well then let me get off of the atrociously rated ones. Hold on. Got game spending money? Oh, I'm not buying anything expensive. I think you misunderstand how cheap I am looking. My cart has 3 games and it is $5. Not even that, it's $4. This is what VR was made for. What am I looking at? I almost want this just because it is perhaps the single most atrocious VR game on the entire platform. You're reaching for the stars. I don't think I'm getting stars. All right, new. How did the source microphone get set to negative infinity? Who set my microphone to negative infinity? What? I don't know how long I was muted, but yeah, there's some trash. Skill issue VR, the trick shot game. Hmm. None of these games look interesting. I even list something on sale for 7% off. Exactly. There's a game called Wet VR. It doesn't seem to be a VR game. What? These games look so ass. Virtual reality theremin. Sex secrets and used tech. Wild. VR Kyoto. I mean, maybe? Beer and Pea Dreams. I'd like to remind you it costs $100 to list your game on Steam. What? VR Catgirl Isle 2100. Wait, what the fuck? Just a giant cat girl. What's many languages though? What? This game was released March 26th, or was up. Okay, so it was uploaded to Steam on March 26th, 2024, and released on October 23rd. They held on to this for nearly 7 months, then released it. Yeah, somebody made me invisible except for the eyes. What, you're invisible behind my walls? Don't you think that's a little bit unnecessary? Once again, stealing a named change. Look, Elephant is paying money, and you aren't. You get the same one? Okay. Money paid back. Yes. No, I just don't like people using free name change because not everybody can do it. Other people must pay, so therefore you must pay too. Oh dear. Vice and Wolf VR2. Trombone Champ Unflattened. VR Trombone Champ sounds crazy. Hmm. Hmm. There are a surprising amount of VR games using like VRM models. Why did it tell me that one of the things on my wish list was on sale? I go to my wish list and none of them are even listed on Steam yet. Literally lied to. Fibbed upon. And my card is $4.32. I was looking through so many of the VR games and there just doesn't seem to be anything that's both affordable and good. Oh, wow. Wild. You know how I mentioned that Mecha Chameleon, had 7,000,000 sales? Like 10 minutes after I said that, they hit 10,000,000. Isn't it pretty crazy to think that they've made $60,000,000 in revenue? And they're self-published, so they're not losing 50% either. They only lose 30%. This single developer has made, what, $42,000,000? I don't know how long it's gonna last staying popular, it doesn't matter. They made $42,000,000. They don't give a shit anymore. Yeah. To be fair, they came up with a really good idea. But to think that they've sold 10,000,000 copies in how long? 17 days is pretty crazy. That's nearly 1,000,000 sales per day. I mean, it's closer to like 500,000, but it's still pretty good. Hmm. This is apparently not their only game. They've actually released a lot of games. That's interesting. Yeah, they had a bridge building game. I mean, I think they will because like AAA games are extremely expensive and they're just low quality. And until the companies realize that we want fun games rather than games that look good, then they will continue to languish. If I wanted something that looks good, I'm gonna watch a movie. If I want something that plays good, I'm gonna play a game. You know? Want a game I can put 300 hours into because I'm a loser. I mean, hell, Risk of Rain, you could probably spend that long in one run. Risk of Rain is one of those games that once you get to a certain point, you've basically won. You've basically won. Um, but yeah, because like Risk of Rain has scaling issues past like I think stage 50. um, where you just win. But I mean, that's like fucking 15 hours in if you're not speedrunning for it. Hmm. Yeah, so this dev has been active for a couple of years now. They released their first game in October 31st, 2024, and then they made Mecha Chameleon 3 weeks ago. I think it's a little bit um funny that the title Mecha Chameleon doesn't actually translate well. I think most people who are not Japanese or and are not familiar with Japanese will not understand what mecha means in the title. Also, nearly every single one of their other games has penguins, and they decided to go away from penguins for the second time in their development career. Imagine how much their life changed in just 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean they have gone insane. Who knows what their next game is going to be if they even make another game? I mean they're essentially set for life now. They're set for like several lifetimes. Um, I would not blame them if they just decided to call it and cash it out. But that's the thing, like you don't need to have anything super crazy to make a fun game. I do periodically think about going back into Unity and making a game. I do have a couple ideas for games. Um, I probably wouldn't use Unity. I'd probably use Gato. Um, the only problem is I don't know how to use Gato. I've never used it before. Um, but I do have ideas for games, and maybe I do end up going for it. I mean, I actually did have on my list of things I wanted to do this year. Release a game was one of them. Geometry Dash is probably the biggest example of that. Yeah. I wonder how many sales Geometry Dash has made. It's in the top 100 selling games. Estimated ownership is 7 to 24 million. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Rob Top's probably made in excess of $10 million from it. Not including all the mobile purchases. Yeah, no, this is Steam only. He's also self-publishing, so Yep. Oh, is Repo still in the top 10? I mean, it's another one of those games where it's simple, but it works. Doesn't need to be complicated. Maybe it's really big in another country? I mean, just a lot of people play it. I think another thing that kinda helps it is that Repo is generally pretty cheap. Um, it's a game that's popular. Um, and since it's cheap, that means that it's accessible in other countries where the buying power of their local currency is worse than the dollar. I mean, there's also regional pricing too, helps. I have a gremlin model in Emote Lab? No, I do not. Um, I might be able to make one if I still have the noise texture for the hair. Um, I have not actually made one, no. Interestingly enough, Repo was not Semiworks' it wasn't their first game either. Curious to see. Get ready for bed since I'm on my new meds. Oh yeah, no, thanks for stopping by. See ya. I might turn in here for a little bit too here. Um, yeah, interestingly, it almost seems like high effort games end up having a lower return on investment. Because like this game looks like it took a lot longer to develop than Repo, and it is it performed a lot worse. Then again, this is also a single player game, so that could also be why. I think maybe just multiplayer games are where it's at. Anyway, I might take my cart. Um, I think that this card still allows transactions. Yep. Okay. Uh, okay. I am going to probably turn in for the night. I need to fuck up my sleep schedule. I keep getting tired when I'm streaming. So I'm sleeping at normal times, but I still stream at wacky times. But I do have an idea for a game. I don't want to give away too much because, I mean, I literally just thought of it. And it might already exist. But yes. You too, Oblivion. Let me find somebody to raid here. Who can we raid? Elf is playing Citizen Sleeper. Didn't I raid Elf yesterday? Wait, Baldur's Gate Gameplays is playing Baldur's Gate. Is he still playing without any commentary? He is still streaming without any commentary. Going to raid Elf again. Is that a new model for Elf? A new outfit? But I'm going to raid just an Elf VT who is playing Citizen Sleeper. Everybody, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, I hope you have a great day. The Donathon starts now tomorrow in EST or EDT. ET, extraterrestrial. And that means I should probably like properly sleep. Shit. I should actually rest. Anyway, our raid message is you are never safe from the unknown raid. If you're not a subscriber, that's perfectly fine. It's just everything except for the emote. Everybody, thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye.
It's been a few hours since Dragos pulled you from the... Welcome. Welcome again, you and Lom. You and Luom. I'm not sure how to pronounce that.